Hi, good morning. We're here with Daniel Longhi from Cooper Rose Digital. How you doing, Daniel?
I'm very well, Mike. How are you? Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, really good. Thank you. You're welcome. So, if we could start things off and you could give us a little bit more background as to who you are, what it is you do, how long you've been doing it for, please.
Sure. So I have been in the insurtech world, which is insurance technology now, for around 11 and a half years. Um, our objective really has always been in the insurtech world to innovate, drive technology in insurance, um, predominantly online insurance. Whether that be you just going on Google, typing in car insurance, finding a provider and buying insurance, um, all the way to us having built a Facebook chatbot in Messenger to purchase gadget insurance, completely human touch free. So yeah, there's no real limitations on technology. It's more a matter of what the consumers will accept, what you
Yeah.
as a buyer would like
What
to
do
use.
I want? So,
Mm.
so you're the kind of you're the tech developers behind the platforms of insurance providers, is that?
Essentially,
Yeah.
yeah, essentially. So we started Cooper Rose Digital around 3 years ago, sort of the tail end of lockdown. Um, the sole purpose was to have give an option to not just the large businesses but the startups, to give them access to the technology that historically mainly only the larger companies could afford. Um, but the way we've developed our system, it's cost effective for startups as well as mid-size as well as the larger ones. They all pay roughly the same sort of price. We're trying to enable or allow technology to be an enabler rather than uh, a perk just for those who could afford it, if you like.
Great. So, is that what makes you stand out from other people then in the sector?
I would say so. Yeah, I'd say that's one of our USPs. We have a very unique take on the technology. Whereas a lot of the providers, I'd say a lot of the incumbents would use out of the box, so everybody gets access to the same tech. We actually move away from that, and we go more the bespoke route. We obviously do have similarities at a code level, but we develop the system to be bespoke for each client and each insurance product. So it's tailor made for their business.
Fantastic. So what made you get into this then? You said you've been in it 11 and a half years. What was the kind of spark that started the business, Cooper Rose Digital?
So the spark that started Cooper Rose Digital was really lots of my historical clients wanted something for themselves. They wanted a system that was built for their company. It became a bit stagnant when five car insurance companies had the exact same system. It's very hard to innovate. It's very hard to differentiate yourself or have a USP when you and all your competitors are using the exact same technology, have the exact same functionality. Uh, how do you stand out from the crowd?
Yeah.
And to build a bespoke system with one of the larger companies out there, or one of the insurtechs, it would cost you an arm and a leg. So we found a way to basically give you that without it costing an arm and a leg. Start from the beginning with a bespoke system tailor made to your business. Differentiate yourselves from the competitors. You know, some people want automation. Some people want hands-on. They want human interaction, um, and we can enable whatever they want. There's no limitation, which is the cool thing about technology, I think.
So you saw a gap in the market then? Was that kind of what were you doing before Cooper Rose to then?
Yeah, I would say that's a fair way to assess it. I mean, there are others out there who do this too, but the price point I would say is much higher. There's a lot more overheads. We came in at a time where I had 9 years of experience of failures and successes, took that all into the system that we have now, and enabled us to essentially use that knowledge to build a system that worked much better, much faster, using the latest tech as well.
So what does the future look like for you guys then? And any challenges that you see coming up or
Yeah,
opportunities?
absolutely. So technology is constantly evolving. You're probably aware of AI. I think AI is taking over
I've
every
heard of
sector.
it.
Yeah, you've heard of it. I think that's going to be the next. I mean, that's the next thing we're looking at as well. To incorporate artificial intelligence, true artificial intelligence, into the ecosystem of insurtech. We have some really exciting roadmap. We've actually started development now. I think we'll be ready in about a year and a half to start incorporating this AI into our clients' systems. But the benefits are extraordinary. If what we want is the outcome of what we're building, I think that's the next big revolution, is incorporating AI. I think you're going to find that in pretty much every business, if I'm completely honest with you. It's going to be game changer for everybody.
Yeah, I think so. It's a revolution that's sort of happening right now and continuing at a huge pace that if you don't get on board with it, you'll be left behind, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, our clients range from brand new startups, this is their first ever system, to, the larger insurance companies in the UK that want a new system. So we have to cater to all sizes. And one thing that's the same for everybody is that they want to automate processes. They want to make the customer journey more exciting or more interactive, and they want to provide excellent customer service. And to achieve that, an AI can learn, what's going well, what's going wrong, and start to create a better process for any aspect of the journey.
Yeah.
So the exciting thing is here, potentially AI will be able to streamline or accelerate the growth of any business, especially in our world in insurance.
Yeah.
Insurance isn't traditionally the most exciting subject.
I was going to say, if you can make buying insurance exciting, that user journey, then I'm all for it.
Exactly. I mean, can you imagine? Oh, let's go buy insurance.
Brilliant.
Make it exciting.
So on to yourself then. Since you've been in business, what would you say is the biggest lesson that you've learned to date that you could share?
Biggest lesson I've learned is so one of the things that I like to do is partner up with people. Try not to do it all myself. So I am very open about this. I work with some of our competitors. If there's a big project, I know that they're really good at some aspects of the systems. We're really good at others. Let's work together to provide an even better solution for our clients, rather than try to hoard it all for ourselves.
Yeah.
So I would say try not to always look at competitors as challenge. Oh, I don't even know how to phrase it. So try to work with others as much as possible to provide the better solution for the client. I would say that's the lesson I've learned here.
That's a good lesson.
It's working really, really well for us.
Yeah, I like that. Mutually beneficial kind of partnership.
Well phrased.
Benefit the whole as opposed to the individual.
Well, exactly. I mean, with the technology as it is that these days, this APIs connect everything together. It's so easy for 3 or 4 businesses to collaborate together, give their best versions of the system and just work together on it. And I think that's one of the reasons we've been growing so rapidly, is that we can collaborate with existing systems very, very easily. You might not want to replace your $5 million system that you've spent the last 5 years, 4 years building. You might just want to update certain elements of it. So we can incorporate that into the ecosystem with no challenges. And that's not everybody's cup of tea. They want to replace everything. They want the whole pie, where we're happy with providing you a small slice of the pie and an upgrade.
Great. Awesome. So what inspires you to do what you do, Daniel, then? What's kind of the reason to get out of bed, or how you kind of find your flow within what you do?
So for me, it's driving technology, is growing the tool set that we have as a business, providing new modules. We've built some cutting edge systems and some products that are first to market. Nobody's ever done anything like this before, and that's really exciting. To be on the cutting edge of the technology trend of a sector that's, as I say, not historically the most exciting. So when you can do something that's truly exciting, innovative, it gets people talking, and you don't have to be, the thing that I really enjoy is that you don't have to only have old technology. You don't have to have the same as everybody else. We want to provide an option for you to have something truly unique, bespoke, that differentiates you from everybody else. Gives you a chance to like be a different version. And with that different version comes innovation. And that's the exciting stuff. Nearly all of our clients are incredibly innovation focused. So they want to be different. They want to stand out from the crowd, and they want to provide a different service or a better service to their customers. So for me, that's what really gets me excited, gets me waking up in the morning, is going into
driving that change.
Yeah, but we do so many blue, I think it's called blue sky thinking meetings. We've actually got a few booked with our clients. You know, with most of our clients, we'll book a blue sky thinking individually with them on a quarterly basis, and we'll just say, right, let's think
Go
of
for it.
anything. Yeah, there's as I said, there's no real limitation. I mean, obviously, time and money are the other limiting factors. But apart from that, you know,
Yeah. Brilliant. It reminds me of kind of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Just whatever you think, you know, you're only limited by the power of the mind or your imagination.
It's true. Yeah. I don't think that with the technology the way it is, technology is no longer the limiting factor. Let's put it that way.
Good stuff. So if someone was starting a business and they came to you for some advice, Daniel, what advice would you give them?
Come with at least 1 or 2 clients before you commit to anything.
Get some sales on the board.
Yeah, get some sales on the board. So obviously the sales is cash flow is king, right? I would say don't fall for spending all your money on marketing initially. There's many ways. I mean, I've done 3 startups now, and I'm not even joking telling you that in this company I've spent £50 on marketing in the last 3 years. So it can be done. Marketing can be done on the cheap. Now that's all about to change. We are about to be spending a significant amount on a monthly basis, but where there's a will, there's a way. Basically, it's just time and effort. You can do it all yourself.
Right, that's good advice. Really like that. Thank you. So lastly then, in terms of any latest news around what you guys are up to at Cooper Rose Digital, or even it's a case of sharing your website and just letting us know where we can find out more about you, feel free to do that now.
Yeah, perfect. So well, I'll tell you a little bit of exciting news about the business. So we are about to launch into the US. We recently started working with somebody in Florida who is going to be our sales director in America.
Awesome.
So we are going to be growing over there. And you can find more information about us at cooperrosedigital.com. And you'll see all about our ecosystem, our modules, our case studies, who our clients are, our services, our pricing, and the team, which ultimately really make the business. You know, having the right team members are how the business grows and succeeds.
Definitely. It sounds really exciting for you, and I wish you, sincerely all the best for the future of the business. Thanks very much, Daniel, for being on the show.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.